Hello students. In today's class, we are going to study about inline frames in HTML. Before starting, let us see what do we mean by a frame. Now, frame basically is used to place one document inside another HTML document. You must have seen many a times when you open websites, some ad is being flashed in the web page. That is possible because of your inline frames. So let's see how do we get that. So your inline frames, they are created by using the iframe element. You use iframe element and then your inline frame is created. Inline frames are used for online advertisements. You all have seen some kind of videos, some kind of images in the form of advertisements that are shown in the web page. So this is the use of your inline frames. The contents of the iframe are from an external party. Now what do you mean by an external party? External party means a person which has no relation with the web page. Now whatever web page you are viewing, that is different, and the ad which is displayed is entirely different. That ad is coming from a third person who is not related to the HTML document. So next point, HTML5 allows the incorporation to be seamless. Now this means that HTML5 merges the ad and the HTML document very well, so that we can assume that they are a part of one. However, they are two different separate web pages which are brought in together. Okay, so let's see different attributes of iframe tag. One more thing, iframe is or inline frames are also known as floating frames because they are in between, floating somewhere in the document. Using your CSS direction property, you can set the position of your iframes. Okay, so first one is SRC attribute. The first attribute is SRC. SRC stands for source. This attribute is used to specify the address of the document. Whatever you want to display in your inline frame, that path, it goes in the SRC attribute. So it takes value as a URL. Height and width. Height and width are used to specify the size of your inline frame. So the value is given in pixels. Name specifies name of an iframe. It's just a name that you want to assign to your frame. So this value can be any particular text. The last attribute is SRC doc. Now SRC doc basically takes the HTML code. You can write HTML code in SRC doc, and whatever code you will write over there will be displayed in the frame. Okay, so before we go further, let's just go through one example related to this. So here we have doc type HTML, HTML, head, title is inline frames, close the title, close the head section, then body section starts, H1, inline frame, H1, iframe, SRC. Now here for SRC, I have given our school website. SRC can take different values. The first value it can take is an external page, which is a page which is already present in the internet. So here http://www.citybrightschool.com. Then height and width. Height and width are given in pixels. And finally a closing of iframe, closing of body, and HTML closes. Let us open this. This is our inline frame. See, you can see over here, just a minute, I'll close this. Here, H1 inline frame, so inline frame in a heading. Now here you can see the border. This is your inline frame. Depending on the height and width that you have specified, it is going to show you the frame. Now in this frame we have given HTTP school.com. So it is currently showing the school website. You can use different URLs over here. Now over here I am changing and I am using, if you all remember, we have used internal page. In the last class we have used internal page in our image mapping. The same page I am using over here. I'll save this. F5. Okay, it's in, just check the path. In internal. So this is the internal page which is displaying. Okay, so one more page we will see. Over here I have one more page which is a video page. Video.html. Let's try inserting video.html. In video.html I have used one video. Let's press F5. Okay. So here you can see the video is inserted over here. Whatever are the contents in your video.html, the same contents will be displayed in the inline frame. That is what it is happening. Now also directly you can insert some videos also. I have a video by the name small, extension as MP4. So I am inserting a video directly now. Save F5 here. It's the same video which is being used in video.html. So it is SRC can take internal pages, external pages and videos. It can also take audios. Depending on what you want to insert, you specify the source and it will display the result accordingly. Now the last attribute which was there was SRC DOC. It is going to take HTML code. I am writing H1 inline frame and close H1. H1 and double quotes close. Here you can see for SRC I have written H1 and just a minute. H1 inline frame and close H1. So in our inline frame we will see this heading being displayed. Save and refresh. Inline frames. Whenever you are using SRC DOC, at that time the first attribute, that is your SRC, will not be executed. SRC DOC will be executed. So depending on what do you need, you can use this attribute as per your requirements. Okay, so this is about your inline frames. Now the next topic is your web hosting. Only creating HTML pages does not mean that your page is going to be present on the web. For making your web pages available on the web, you have to use web hosting. Now web hosting is a service for providing storage space. Web hosting is going to provide that storage space for the web pages that you have created. So if you want to put your web pages on the internet, at that time you have to use web hosting services. The website is made available on the internet with the help of web hosting. So this is going to basically help you to put your pages on the internet. Next, web host. The companies that provide web hosting services are called as web host. There are different companies, different servers which are going to provide this facility so that you all can put your pages on the internet. These companies are known as your web host. These questions which we are taking now, they can be asked for your 2 marks questions. So study properly. Web host own and manage web servers. Now these web host, they have different servers. These servers are basically going to keep your page on the internet. These servers offer uninterrupted internet connectivity. They are used for providing you internet connectivity and putting your pages on the web page. Now this web hosting, it is of three different types. The first one is shared hosting, second one is free hosting, and the third one is dedicated hosting. The first one, shared hosting, it is cost effective. It gives domain name to your website. Whatever websites you have created, it is going to give a domain name. Like if I have created my page, so it will give mypage.com. So that domain names are provided by shared hosting. The second one is free hosting. There are some hosting websites which provide you for free hosting, but they provide you only for a limited period. They will say for 1 month you can host the website, and then after that you have to pay for it. So you have to decide that what you have to do. So free hosting is just for a limited period, a trial period. After you are happy with the services, you all can continue further. The last one is dedicated hosting. These are paid hosting servers for large websites. Many large websites, they have their own servers which are providing us services. So this is your dedicated hosting. This is about your web hosting. This topic can be asked for your 2 marks question and also for fill in the blanks. All these are definitions. Definitions are asked for your define question and fill in the blanks. Okay. So today we've studied about inline frames and about web hosting. Okay.